it is such a prestigious honor.
It is.
And it separates the greats from just the superstars greats.
Right.
There's a whole nother level.
Right.
And you're right. It should be a level playing field where this is my natural talent versus your natural talent.
Right.
Let's put it to work.
And then at the same time, for me, it's if they're a shoe-in, then what example are you setting for the little leaguers, for the young kids who are looking up and aspiring to be where you are and get to that point? No.
And you know what? This conversation and this subject matter, it's at the forefront right now.
It is.
It'll simmer down a little bit, and then it will come up again in the summer when Pudge and Tim Raines and Bagwell, when they get officially enshrined in Cooperstown at the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Right, and congratulations to them.
Absolutely. Hey, baseball and springtime are nice thoughts when you're in the midst of winter, but for the athletes at the Winter X Games, this is their favorite time of year. The X Games returns to the scene January 26th through the 29th in picturesque Aspen, Colorado.
Check right there.
Yeah, Gus Kenworthy is such a master of slopestyle skiing. He knows exactly where he is. He's got everything going. Oh, there's a triple! Yes, Gus Kenworthy putting down the switch triple rodeo. I said, Gus, you're going to have to do something.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, oh! And that is what it's about. Kelly Clark with the frontside 1080. Elena Height with the double alley-oop rodeo. Never been done, female or male, half-pipe riding.
Heath Frisbee, every time I come to Winter X, I'm like, I want to see what Heath is throwing down, and Heath has been really going huge the entire time.
Chloe Kim, the youngest athlete in X Games history to win 3 straight gold medals, beating a record that is older than she is, by the way.
You laugh. Alley-oop backside.
Oh, my goodness.
Into the McTwist.
Oh!
Give her 100. Give her 100.
Oh, my goodness. A 98. We have a new high score in the history of women's snowboard superbike. It belongs to 15-year-old Chloe Kim.
Now, you like the mountains in the cold weather.
I love the mountains in the cold weather.
Would you go skiing?
No, but I would go to an X game because that was
too.
amazing. That was amazing. I mean, to see them, the way they go up in the air and then come down with such precision and
highlights from last year and everything.
Oh my, yeah, awesome.
I don't know. I've never been skiing. Now, you got to get me on the bunny slope if I had to go skiing.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go skiing. I would love to watch it, and I would love to drink the hot cocoa.
Yeah, and Colorado looks so pretty.
Yeah, I would love to chill in the mountains.
Now, they do 8 skiing events.
Wow.
9 snowboarding, and 3 snowmobiling.
Now, that's what I would love to do, snowmobile.
I want to do the snowmobile, too.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could do like how those guys are doing, where they're jumping up in the air, and he looks like he's lifting the snowmobile in the air and twisting his legs and everything.
And the way they hold it up. Now, you know what? I bet you they broke a lot of bones trying to do that.
It takes a lot of practice.
Yeah.
And a lot of hard work. And you were kind of saying that like snowboarding is kind of like skateboarding.
I think so. I think it's just, one is on dry land, one is with snow.
I think there are a lot of similarities. I think there's some differences that go with it too. But the practice and the dedication that it takes. And I know that they have a rigorous training schedule too.
I bet you they do. And but it's so beautiful up there, and just seeing the games and everything that they were doing. I love it.
Yeah, so it's going to be exciting this week when the X Games kick off. Some of the athletes to watch out for: Chloe Kim, Maddie Bowman, Bobby Brown, Gus Kenworthy. These are some of the top American athletes that are going to be looking to capture gold and really further establish their legacies in the game.
Right.
And then you loving marketing so much, you got to know how that legacy ties in with enhancing your marketability.
And you can see it all over the place on their boards and stuff like that, and who's endorsing them or sponsoring them. And it's neat seeing that and watching those kind of things.
And don't you think like something like that, if they're winning and doing well, it can translate over to even
more dollars.
Yeah, and different commercials, maybe fast food, clothing, chewing gum, whatever, candy bars.
Right. It's amazing. And I think it's a lot of fun and it's exciting. Things like, now that's my kind of, I like extreme sports. I like things like that.
I do too. I think I like the Summer X Games with the BMX, but I'm not really big on skateboarding. So I would be more inclined to want to watch the winter ones.
It's the same thing.
But be at the summer ones because I like the cold weather, but I want to go to Colorado.
Maybe that's that. Because skateboarding and all
and the
stuff
snowboarding,
it's the same thing. It's just one on dry land, one is on snow.
Maybe
that's
you're
what
right.
I say. But what do I know? I'm the novice, right?
But you know what? I can defer to you on that because I'll go to your knowledge on the skateboarding factor there. But we're looking forward to it. Winter X Games, January 26th through the 29th, Aspen, Colorado. Well, in keeping in line with things that are cold, how about we recap the U.S. Figure Skating Championships? Mm-hmm. The men's winner, Nathan Chen, and the ladies' champion, Karen Chen. Wow. No relation.
Their performance was so stunning.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, how graceful they were on the ice and the moves that they did. I know that took hours of practice and dedication and sacrifice, and it all showed on the ice.
It's a lot of hard work that goes into it.
It is.
Me watching, to me, everything they're doing seems perfect.
Right.
I know the judges are overly critical.
They are critical.
But unless you fall, every
You're good
spin.
for me.
Yeah, exactly. Every spin and twist you do.
I'm like a little kid. Like, oh man, look at that. And their outfits were so pretty.
You would like that.
Yeah, their outfits were so, oh my goodness. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and so the legacies for Karen Chen and Nathan Chen are set in stone. They are the 2017 U.S. Figure Skating Champions. I know we'll see them at the World Championships in Finland later this spring. And yeah, they're going to be at the Olympics in South Korea next year. And now it's time to switch lanes. Welcome to the Pit Stop, where we prep for the final lap with a personal perspective on what's hot and what's not. There's a lot of factors which come into play when debating one's legacy among the greats in their respective sport. Championship rings, top-tier stats, cultural relevance. All-star selections are a point of reference too. The starters for the NBA All-Star Game were recently announced, and this year's winner for the most controversial snub is OKC point guard Russell Westbrook. Despite posting double-figure averages in points, assists, and rebounds, he'll be coming off the bench in the All-Star Game as Steph Curry and James Harden beat him out in the ballot box for starting guards. All-Star Game selections are based off a vote divided between fans, players, and the media. It's a glorified popularity contest which is full of flaws. Westbrook balls hard like his life is on the line. When asked about being snubbed as a starter, he said, and I quote, "It is what it is. That's the nature of the business, the game. I just play. I don't play for all-star bids. I play to win championships. And every night I compete at a high level, and it'll work out. I just continue doing what I'm doing and play the game the right way, and everything else will work out." I'm glad he took the high road. It's a crowded field, and it's hard to overlook Harden or Curry. However, I take Westbrook over Curry this time around. But more importantly, let's revise the whole voting system. It weighs heavy on legacies, and it shouldn't be determined by a popularity contest. And that's all I have to say about that. Well, the clock's hit 000, and that's all the time we have today. It's been a thin slice of heaven chilling here with you. Now be sure to follow us on Twitter. That's @Married2Game1, the number 2 and the number 1. And like our Facebook page, Married to the Game. We'll catch y'all on the rebound. Peace.
Married to the Game was written by Roy Sharrock and Lakita Sharrock. The podcast was mixed and produced by Traxxa Taylor. Marketing and press details are courtesy of Joseph Bonner of iCast Media.